Hi Collective! So I hope everybody is well. We're going to get some quick messages for you guys. See what you need to know and be aware of, what the energy holds in store. So a lot of good things. Alright, so if you don't know, my name is Yvette. Welcome to Firefox Fairy. I have an Etsy shop where I sell merchandise, oils, spirit vessels, direct portals. Lately I've been doing a lot of Egyptian work, so I do have 2 new Egyptian goddesses up and going on Etsy. I just posted one yesterday and one tonight. So if you want to check me out, everything you need to know is in the description and the About Me, as well as perks to being a member, my Cash App and Venmo card if you want to be a supporter of the channel, and also my email if you need to get a hold of me on here for any reason, or if you want to book me for a personal reading on here. Alright, so let's get into it. We have Judgment, Scorpio energy. We have Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy, Balance, Patience, and Archangel Zedekiel coming out with the Violet Ray, Soul Star, Forgiveness. Tolerance and diplomacy. You can ask and he will bring joy back into your life, but only if you ask. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, a lucky break. So it's about to be that time I'm hearing. Somebody's lucky break. Death, transition, Scorpio energy. And we have Sagittarius energy twice with Temperance and Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio. Somebody could be a cusper, and also happy birthday if it's your birthday. My birthday's coming up soon. And also, some of the, side note, some of my vessels are tier-based. So tier 1 to 3. 1 being beginner-friendly. 2 intermediate, requires not a lot of attention, and then tier 3 being requires a lot of attention, and they also have the ability to mess with lights, like LED lights, battery operated candles, things of that nature. They do it here with me, so I do have a camera in here, just so you know. I do get it on camera, so that's how I know, or I probably wouldn't have known that. So and they will say in my Etsy if they're a tier 3, and everything you need to know about each spirit is in the description, as well as my talisman and amulets. Everything is in the description, and the oils. Okay, so let's see. This is the Hard Truth Oracle deck. Okay, we have Obligation. Your sense of duty is trapping you. Reevaluate your commitments and break free from restrictions that are hindering your growth. So, obligation. Ooh, I'm getting a pain in my head. Sharp pain in my head. That was weird. I'm hearing Chayote. I don't know what that means, if that's like Native American. Chayote, it could be like a Chayote clan. Alright, we have misread signs with that obligation, and future self in reverse. So misread signs, you're interpreting or misinterpreting signals and wandering off course. Reevaluate to follow the path of natural flow. And future self. This decision will impact who you become. Reflect on how your future self will view today's choices. Walk with the wisdom of the life you wish to live. I'm hearing misstepping something too. Misstepping. We have lost faith in reverse. Dwelling on darkness, and risk versus reward. Playing safe. You've been taking the easy path, and your laziness will not pay off. Start taking bold actions and challenge yourself to be bigger and better. Okay. We have lost faith in reverse. The weight of the world feels heavy, and you may feel alone, but you have allies. Others share your beliefs. Don't let despair win. So you might be doing good mentally, but there might be some type of imbalance, or this is a self-check analysis list with the Judgment. Dwelling on darkness. Focusing on the negative may cause you to overlook all the good that is present. Redirect your attention to the blessings in your life. With risk versus reward. The risks outweigh the potential rewards. Be realistic while weighing the pros and cons. That's true. You know, you look at me. What are you doing, baby girl? I love her hoodie. She's got her hoodie on. Little Miss Diva. Little Diva. She my little diva. Hi, Mimi. She got her little diva hoodie on. Little diva. Oh, baby girl. Yes, that's my good girl. That's my good girl. Yes, it is. She's such a good girl. Yes, she is. She's a good girl, huh, baby girl? Yeah. She my little mousey. She my little mouse. Mama's mouse. Okay, I'm not sure what this deck is called. But we do have prosperity at the bottom. I think it's called the 7 Energies, if I'm correct. Oracle 7 Energies. Okay, yeah, we had one in here that doesn't go in this deck. And it was that prosperity card. What are the chances of that? So obviously it was meant to be. Okay, the Cosmic Enchantress with Wishcraft, Alconi. I attract a steady flow of abundance, and that's funny because we had prosperity at the bottom of the other one, so I guess it was meant to be, right? Happened that way for a reason. Strongest messages, please, that want to come through for the collectives at this time. And Archangel Zedekiel is associated with the Violet Ray on Saturday with freedom, because purple and Violet Ray, so that's why I thought of that. I thought it was that, that's why I double checked and looked. Okay, we have the Lost Star 14 with Rebirth, and we have that Temperance in reverse, which is, Temperance card is 14. Okay, so that Lost Star energy, Rebirth, out of the darkness into the light. So try not to feel like you're giving up on yourself. Make it an obligation to want to better yourself. And we need to roll the dice too, I almost forgot. Right? Yeah, Ascend at the bottom. Astarope 36 with Ascend. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. We have Pisces and Cancer on the dice. Jupiter in reverse. We have number 5, number 8 in reverse, and Mars pointing that way, so to my left. Tuesday, Aries and Scorpio, which would be north. Action, sex, ambition, courage, and aggression. And Jupiter. Thursday, Sagittarius, expansion, abundance, faith, learning, and travel. So what's going on here? Cancerian energy, Pisces energy, both water signs. 8 and 5, 58. 8 is strength, and 5 is Hierophant energy. So Taurus, Libra energy. Strength is Leo energy. Oh, and Mars is Tuesday, Aries and Scorpio, action, sex, ambition, courage, and aggression. I don't know if I said that or not already. I'm hearing heliotrope, and then I just heard man-made cave. So I was looking at my coral on my desk. My piece of coral. It might be that somebody's crown chakra or third eye chakra isn't open, maybe. Okay, lack of intuition, or just feels like they're consumed. They have a lot, too much going on, that they're say if a noise happens next to you or somebody says something next to you, you're not going to hear it, you're not going to pick it up because you're kind of in your own zone. That's the energy I was just getting. Okay, we have the Star Daughters with Dance 32. Astarope again. I dance, sing, and play with my sisters at sunset. Atlas 43. Father of the sky, God. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. The Huntress with Alconi again. Number 12, Quest. The Pleiadians light my quest to be wild and free. The Mirror with Reflect, number 40. We have a lot that came out here, so I'm not going to pull anymore. We don't need any more cards. I hold the mirror up to see, accept and love all of me. And I actually was going to get the Seasons of the Witch. 2 of them combined, the Shaman and the Beltane, the red and the yellow. Which I love the Seasons of the Witch oracles. If you're not new to my channel, then you probably already know that. So this kind of, how that rhymed, a lot of these also are very deep. Okay, so we'll get into that next. The Cosmos, 36. Ascend, I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. The Sacred Orchid, Co-Create, 33. My abundance mindset attracts endless blessings. Have you ever heard that saying, you are what you eat? That's what that just reminded me of. So if you put good into your body, food-wise, even energy-wise, you're going to be what you intake. Okay, number 1, the Ancient Grandmother with Teacher. I like this card. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. And the beetle, the Egyptian beetle. Canute, I think. I don't know if that's Canute, but I do have him coming up pretty soon. Okay, with Jeb. I have a couple, like I said, a lot of good things in store for my Etsy shop. So yes, I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. At the bottom, we have Maya with number 4, the Universal Midwife, Birth. I birth fruitful and sacred assignments. And now I'm hearing the song, Bitch, Who Do You Love? Okay, I don't know why I just heard that song. So you might feel overly joyed, optimistic. Like you know what you have coming in for you. You know the blessings and bountiful abundance you have coming in for you because you worked very hard for this or for something. Okay, so again, take it how it resonates. Flip or switch roles as they apply. He may be she may be he. And reverse roles as you see fit. Again, I think I already said that. But, all right, anyway, we have Passion coming out. Okay, and I just did Bastet yesterday, and hers was all about passion and desire. So, creation, afterlives, reincarnation, sorry. So my Bastet buses are beautiful. And then we have finding. So finding yourself, finding your passion, finding your bliss, finding your joy, what makes you happy in life, finding your calling, more or less. Like some of you guys could have known you were somebody like royal in a past life, or like an Egyptian goddess in a past life. We have home, a teacher, a mother, a father in a past life, a medicine woman, okay? We have prosperity, that card came out again, and commitment. I really like that card because it's like 2 things, metaphorically speaking. Same thing with large cats. They kind of, like a cat will show its appreciation by dropping something off at your doorstep. And it's kind of like this bird is kind of doing that, symbolically speaking. It's like bringing you something, a gift, but also, to me, it feels like this is a promise to yourself and your instincts and everything and all that, you know, you are and who you're becoming, okay, because you're in tune with life, you're in tune with yourself, your third eye is open, you're awakened. That's kind of what that feels like there. And it's duality, because I didn't see the white dove, but there's a white dove and there's a brown dove, so that's duality. And I did make an animal deck years ago. Okay, we have dreams at the bottom. And the dove is in there. So there is, I even wrote down the different color, like what they mean. So why don't we pull my animal oracle? Let's see what we come out. Your animal totem. Okay, I just heard a hummingbird and canary. All right, we have panther and giraffe. So let's see what's your animal totem. Owl. Hearing the viper, like the snake, the viper. Nightingale. Nightingale and bee. Okay. Sweet, sweet nightingale, sweet, sweet nightingale. And the mouse. Okay. We have badger at the bottom. The badger spirit. With the bull. Let me try to see if I can find that one card. The dove. There's the canary. Ox. Dragonfly. Scarab beetle. Parrot. Tiger, armadillo, spider, pig, sandpiper. So I made this deck myself a while ago. Hawk, porcupine, turtle, starfish, dove. Okay, I found it. Dove, peace, love, devotion, navigation, messages, grace, gentleness, purity, the Holy Spirit, the human soul, and hope. Black dove symbolizes change and transition. The brown dove symbolizes nurturing, feminine, and pregnancy. And then the gray dove represents dormant, intuition, being awakened. And then that's on the card. What is that? That's like a brown. It's not even a dove. The white one looks like a dove, but the other one looks like some type of, I don't know, a different bird. And then the spotted dove means melancholy. Birds, God loves, and forgiveness. So melancholy means sadness, but no apparent reason why you're sad. Okay, that's what melancholy means. Okay, so we have the nightingale. Long history ranging from creativity, the muse, nature's purity, virtue and goodness, love, secrecy, and mystery. Powerful wisdom, great one of honor. You can sense danger, dangerous situations. That means you take measures to protect your loved ones. You overcome fear when listening to music. Okay, the bee, healing, efficient communication and interaction, endurance and tenacity, capacity to imagine and build, observe and gain true understanding, sweetness of life, love and sharing authenticity, love, sharing, and authenticity, fertility, productivity, support and encouragement, efficiency with light and divine, harmony with rhythm of nature, and light and vitality. Okay, and then we have the mouse. Courage and persistence, and they can succeed where others cannot. Messenger from God, having the power to communicate with the spirit world and make predictions. In China, mice were worshipped as a god that could offer success and prosperity in exchange for various sacrifices. Legend regarding the 12 signs of the Chinese race in a competition and select them in a yearly cycle. So they race the mice. The Chinese race the mice. And they do it in a yearly cycle. So I didn't know that. Alright, thank you, Spirit. Wow, very powerful messages. We're going to get one more card, and then we're going to get right into the tarot. Alright, and we have Strength with Friendship. I'm thinking for the main spread, we're going to use the Pastel Tarot by Sarah Marchetti. Because my Legacy deck is in the other room. What's this one? This is the Marchetti Tarot. So why don't we use this one? I haven't used this one in a while. Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, burden, feeling left out in the cold. King of Cups. Okay. With Seven of Wands. What are you willing to look at and sacrifice for those you love, for your allies, for just in life in general, okay? In your life in general. That's what that felt like, the Seven of Wands and the King of Cups. The Empress and the Four of Cups. Looking at things from a logical perspective. Again, seeing your worth, knowing that you're balanced, knowing your ascending. I heard ascension, but and your true life purpose, your calling. Okay, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, healing, resting, recuperating, standing your ground, meaning what you say, saying what you mean, not effing around, not taking bullshit from other people, not being disrespected by other people. You get the drift? So Four of Swords, Three of Wands. All right, so let's see what's coming in for the collective. Let's get 4 cards, please, and 1 card for the overall energy. So again, you had Judgment, Scorpio energy, Karma. We had Temperance in reverse, Saggy energy, Sagittarius, with Balance and Patience, and the Wheel of Fortune, Fate and Cycles, with Archangel Zedekiel. Forgiveness, tolerance, and diplomacy will bring joy back into your life if you ask. So we have the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. Ouch. 8 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So something, you feel like something's standing in the way between you, or maybe you don't, this could be a fear of not knowing what's next, or not knowing what's coming in for you. Okay, so fear of the unknown. Now, for some of you guys, this could be melancholy with the 3 of Swords. Let's get 2 more cards, please, for the collectives. What's coming in for them? Okay, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Miss Nina Gina. She looks comfy. You're taking a little cat nap. She is so precious. Taking a little cat nap on me. Even too, I'm getting, for some of you guys, this is a feeling of finding your soul tribe, your soul family, and wondering if you fit in, or if these people believe in you like you believe in them. 7 of Swords. With the Crow. So crows are messengers between the spiritual realm, between our realm and the spiritual plane. I do have a crow pair on my Etsy, Spirit Vessels. They need to go together. And then I also have a raven spirit vessel, a female. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups. And for your overall energy, the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this, to me, yeah, it feels like you know your worth, you know your happiness should only depend on you, but it's almost like you're feeling unsure, uneasy, because you don't know how other people see you, or you don't know what you have to offer the other people, the other energies. So whatever this means for you, this could be talking about one person, or it could be talking about more than one person. Page of Swords. Okay, peacock. Peacocks, is that a nightingale? What was that one bird that we just had? The nightingale. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but it looks kind of like it could be a nightingale. I don't know. I think nightingales are tan and red. I'm not sure, but... So anyway, person on your mind. Person on collective's mind, or who's coming towards the collective if you're asking about somebody and say you're not with anybody, you're single, or you're in separation with somebody. So this is going to be for you guys. So think about, we'll just see what comes out. I can't say think about, but I can. It just doesn't feel right. So 8 of Cups, because this isn't live, you know what I mean? Okay, Piscean energy. The 8 of Cups. The High Priestess. The Owl. 2 owls. Now, Pisces are naturally very intuitive. And we had a lot of Piscean energy in yesterday's reading too. And we did have it on the dice, Pisces and Leo. Today is Pisces and Cancerian. So there could be a Leo. It is on the cusp. So there could be a Leo Cancer cusper. Okay. All right. So Knight of Wands, High Priestess, 8 of Cups. Let's get one more card. The Empress in reverse. I just heard, why did you go? In the 8 of Swords in reverse. Like, this could have been a kid saying that. Okay, maybe you have kids with this person. Or maybe this is somebody that you're still legally in a contract with. All right, let's see. So a lot of confusion in the energy. 8 of, okay, so Strength. We had that on the dice, 8. That's that Strength card, Strength energy. So Leo energy, and then the 5 of Wands. Conflict, Chaos, 10 of Swords. Sagittarius energy, I think. And then the 10 of Swords is an ending. A painful ending at that. That's overkill. It takes 1 sword and somebody's back to kill them. It doesn't take 10 swords. Alright, let me get one more card to see if we can't see what the energy, more about this energy. What is the overall energy, please, for the collective and this person? Get one card for the overall energy, please, Spirit. Okay, King of Swords. I just heard somebody say, I am grateful. So I am grateful, or I am grateful. So I couldn't really decipher the two with the emphasis on it. The emphasis. Queen of Swords with Scorpio, or Virgo energy. Hold on. Virgo energy. Okay, usually that's Aquarius energy for me. So I am grateful. Like that. I am grateful. Okay. And the 7 of Wands. That Leo energy again. We have the 7 of Cups at the bottom. So it does feel there is a child in the mix here. Like there's children. Because that's a lot of childlike energy. That card. That's Scorpio energy, reminiscing the past, nostalgic memory. Somebody could have a cat that looks like that. Okay. And the 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. 5 of Wands. You're wondering if somebody is happy without you. That's really, I feel, what it comes down to. You're wondering if somebody is happy without you, and from the energies and the cards that I'm seeing here tonight, it looks like this person isn't necessarily in their head about it, 8 of Swords in reverse, but they do miss you too. A part of them feels the need to rely more so on logic and reason than they do their actual water elements. So their water placements, if this person has any water placements that would have to do with emotions. All right, so let's clarify. Four of Cups. Use that deck. Okay. Contemplation, waiting, Five of Wands. Conflict. I feel it's a lot of internal conflict. You have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands. Those are all kind of conflicty cards, hurt cards, pain. Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior. And then the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's see, please, for the collectives. Why is the Three of Swords here for them? I'm going to try to hurry up this reading, because I want to make sure we have enough room at the end. Okay. Pull some Oracle. Some Love Oracle. Show me the Three of Swords. The Moon. I really like this Moon in this deck, and the King of Swords. Again, it could be a Gemini for some of you guys, your person. We have Virgo or Aquarius energy. Show me the Three of Swords. Or a Libra. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. 2, 3. We have 4 swords out of 10 cards. Okay. 4 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you really naturally felt that this person was your soulmate. You miss somebody a lot right now. And you're wondering if you're better off without them, or if they're happy. How you can get out of your mind and be happy again. Okay, 6 of Wands at the bottom. How you can overcome this. Alright, let's look at the 9 of Wands. Knight of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. Focus on, again, your alignment, prosperity, abundance, learning. Maybe some of you guys wish to travel or go back to school. We have the Moon. Again, with the Owl for wisdom. And the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So the Moon. How to get out of your emotions. Let's see the Seven of Swords. Thank you. Nine of Swords at the bottom. Again, with an owl. A lot of owls in this deck. We have the owls here too with the High Priestess. Owls are all about wisdom. Also messengers. Knight of Swords in reverse with the Fool. You might be coming off as impatient in your approach. That's what I'm hearing. The Fool, you want a fresh start, but you want to come out of this energy. You want to be healed and revitalized, but also you want to figure out what is going on here with you and this person. Knight of Swords in reverse. So maybe this is like kind of irking you a little bit, just the waiting and not knowing the unknown. So Knight of Swords in reverse. Your ambitious energy may have turned into impulsiveness and rash decisions. You may be out of control, leading others to trouble or danger and heading for a fall. You are a quick thinker and a fast talker, but be careful about being hurtful or controlling towards others. Think before you act, and be a bit more careful with how you communicate to avoid intense arguments with others. So again, that impulsiveness energy I was just saying. Nine of Swords at the bottom. 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles just came out. What do we have under that? The Ace of Swords. The Tower. So it looks like you're heading towards, if you're not careful, some type of fall, some type of tower moment with Judgment at the bottom. In a sense, I want to say that this is going to put you in kind of a newer perspective where you can begin to analyze your life and this person, and that's going to give you some input as into if this is somebody you really feel you're a strong match with, or if you want to pursue this any further. Like, kind of just stop thinking about this person altogether. Okay, the Fool ties into that energy with what I was just saying, because the Fool also, on one side, he can be ignorant, getting too wound up in his blissful feelings, and he's not careful where he's going and he's going to fall off the cliff. But on the other end, it's also good because you want that newness energy to carry you in towards exciting new things, new chapters in your life. And you're not going to you're not going to have new chapters in your life if you're not in a higher frequency, okay, ready to close old doors so new ones can open. So being folly and upbeat is kind of what's going to save you here, I feel, from having a negative tower moment. All right, let's get your last card, the Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. This is putting all your ducks in a row, so to speak. 3 of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in. 3, 3. Okay, so 6. V and 3, so that's 3, 3, 3. With the 8 for 8 of Cups. The 3 for the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so a lot of 3s I'm noticing. Also, yeah, okay. And the Wheel of Fortune, I was going to say 10s because there was the 9, but then there was also the 10. I don't know, maybe not. Oh, right there, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so there was one. Okay, yep. So the Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Wands for the 9 of Cups. Now for you, this is what this is going to feel like, how you know you're entering in this new chapter the right way, is it's going to feel like, well, it's taking the same image, but it's turning it into a different portrait. So you're going to start to pick out different things you didn't notice before. Okay, so that kind of energy. King of Cups. You're going to feel drawn to certain things, and that's only because for some of you guys, you're changing. And when you change, certain things also change, like your taste can change. They say your taste buds change every 7 years. So you get kind of what I'm saying. This may even include what who you're attracted to, like your taste in men or your taste in women. You know what I mean? 2 of Swords. You're gonna have a better eye for detail. King of Swords at the bottom. Like, you're gonna know now what feels more good for you, more natural, and what kind of feels more like a burden, as far as interacting with the opposite sex. You know. Or whatever your type is. All right, let's get your overall energy. The Knight of Cups in reverse. The Star. Okay, beautiful. That's what I wanted to see here. Okay, so that I feel a little more reassured with your reading. Okay. 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So you're pretty much handling this with grace. You know where the target is, and you are going to aim for that target on the wall. You know what I mean? So 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. You're going to aim for that target, and you're also going to respect your boundaries, but you also are going to be open to and accepting of who comes in your energy and what they're offering you. Okay, so validation and support. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. All right, let's get this person's energy over here who's coming towards you or already lingering in your energy. Lingering. I don't know. All right, so 8 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Wow. King of Swords. So I keep seeing that King of Swords. It could be a Gemini for some of you guys. Or this is you. Reminds me a lot of the Taurus reading I did a couple weeks ago. Yeah, they were dealing, I think, with a Gemini. All right, show me the 8 of Cups, Piscean energy. for the person coming towards collective. What is this person's intentions? Why is the 8 of Cups here? Two of Wands. You can't tell me that's what their intentions are. 2 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Well, maybe they want to start something new with you. 6 of Swords. Okay. For some of you, this is somebody that's just getting rid of or getting out of an old situation or old energy, and they're wanting to come right towards you. 7 of Cups, or this is somebody exploring their options. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. But they're not being very witty. They're kind of aloof. They're being a little aloof with it, especially if they just got out of a connection with somebody. And you got to think, were they given enough proper time to heal? Okay. If the answer is no, I mean, yeah, timing factors can play into that, how long they were together, but the main point is, did this person heal? If they were quick to just jump right into another connection, you want to kind of look at their motives for why they're wanting to be with you. Is it because of codependency, or is it because they are trying to fill a void that they haven't fully healed in themselves first? You get what I'm saying? Could be a trauma bond. So there could be a lot more going on beneath the surface, is basically what I'm trying to say with this person. Okay. Like, what's going on with them? 8 of Wands, clarifying the High Priestess. Communication, Judgment, Scorpio energy, Sagittarius energy, Virgo, Gemini energy with the High Priestess. Ow. That hurt. I have a little boo-boo in my hand. I just scraped it with my nail. Okay, show me more. High Priestess. Okay, I just heard Capricorn and then Taurus for some of you guys. The King of Swords again coming out. Okay, Gemini energy. And the 9 of Swords. Oh, I just heard from Spirit. Boy, this person can't stay away for long, can they? This might be a past person for some of you guys that you're dealing with. Or whoever this person is. They could be a past person. Alright, let's take a peek at the Knight of Wands. Okay, we already seen the dragon's eye up close. Now we're seeing the actual dragon. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They're not giving something adequate thought. Like, it doesn't feel like they either know what this full situation is, what's going on around them, or maybe even with you. The Hierophant in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Excuse me. You may lack focus or be overwhelmed by work demands. You may be procrastinating, not taking advantage of opportunities, or holding yourself back from making your dreams come true. So page 88. Not that funny, the Strength energy. Trust that you have what it takes and focus on what you can learn from past mistakes. Today's mistakes can lead you to tomorrow's success. So it's not that they're, I mean, it may be for some of you guys. It's not that they're jumping right into another connection. It's the fact that they're actually doing quite the opposite. They're kind of being hasty or hesitant, procrastinating. Okay, maybe this person just hit a stall block, and maybe they, you know, they're giving something time to settle down, the brew to settle down. Maybe they just don't know what to think about or what they want. So the Hermit, yeah, that's kind of what it is. They need, this is almost like taking a moment to regroup, is what this feels like. To regroup, recoup, right? 3 of Swords. So you guys kind of could be in the same way, in the same sense, like you could be both healing from something. Okay, the Devil and the King of Pentacles. There's that Capricorn energy I was hearing. Okay, Taurus, Virgo energy. So why is the Devil here? This is kind of feels like to me porn, the Devil. I don't get that a lot with the Devil card, but to me this feels like this could be masturbation. With the Hermit and the King of Pentacles, this could be feeling some type of like desire, maybe celibacy. That could be that procrastination energy we were feeling. The Six of Wands and the Three, or the Empress. Okay, 3 is the Empress. For my tarot knowers out there that know your tarot, you guys already know, but I showed that for you guys, for those that don't know tarot. Alright, and then we have the Empress in reverse here, their last card. So Queen of Wands. Alright, why is Temperance at the bottom? Why is the Empress here in reverse? So we're tying off with the Knight of Wands. So we have the Hermit, the Devil, the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a natural born leader. Six of Wands is a victory. So this is your person wanting to not stall, also wanting to take their time as something, to caress it or whatever, get the energy, like enjoy the lubricancy of the condom, so to speak. I don't know, that's what Spirit told me, the lubricancy of the moment, like the satisfying moment. So Spirit's funny. So not only are they into, right now, they could be into some type of like pornography or addiction, whatever. So the Devil in the upright is toxic patterns, manipulation, or lies. It could also mean like sexual energy. So anything bondage to material, habit, pattern, whatever. So it's in the upright. So that means that there's something addictive naturally already going on in their life. And that's the reason why I say, so I'm reading 2 energies from the Devil card. So toxicity, but it's also the porn. So porn is tied to the Devil energy. By them wanting to stay in this energy is causing it to come out in the upright alone. You know, you see what I'm saying? All right, so they're enjoying their little moment. Now let's see the Empress in reverse. What are they trying to work on or work towards? Why is the Empress in reverse? This is feeling unabundant. This is not being able to prosper or things manifest. Ten of Wands, baggage, overload. And that could be why the Hermit came out, because of the overload. They want to take a break. They want to heal. They want to release some of that, while also releasing other things too. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Interesting reading. Strength card, the Magician, and the Three of Pentacles. Where they want to put their finger in your pentacle hole. That's what it looks like on the card. So I'm only saying what I'm seeing here. 9 of Cups. They see something about you as a wish fulfillment, or sexually speaking, they feel they're going in the right direction. I never get this energy, so for those of you that know, you guys watch me, how often do you see me ever talking dirty in my videos? Let alone, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not how I conduct myself in my readings. This is just the energy I'm getting, okay? All right, let's get their overall energy. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Let's see what's happening in their world. This is not in their head anymore. The Nine of Swords, kind of like the Eight of Swords in their head, but this is losing sleep over it. So it's not so much in their head anymore as it would be the Eight of Swords, but it's more so, this is the aftermath of what being in your head has caused them. The drainage, the sluggishness, the sloppy work or sloppy sleep schedule, like fucked up sleep schedule. So that's why I said losing sleep. Okay. So that's the Nine of Swords. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Now remember I said they want to release some stuff. They could release some energy or that baggage, the Ten of Wands from their back, by doing something that they enjoy doing something conductive. Eight of Pentacles is a skill, a hobby, working towards something. Two of Pentacles. Again, I'm hearing conduct yourself, and then I just heard sweet, sweet nightingale. So that's what I just heard. Maybe this person really enjoys dressing themselves up, whether masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter, at least not to me anyway. Because who doesn't like to dress up and look good? So this person might just they just like to dress up and be attractive, I guess you could say. Okay, they like that. Ace of Pentacles. They feel that it's the better they carry themselves, the more it's gonna I know my stone fell out, guys. I can't get the ring off, so I can't glue it back in. It's gonna bring in better business prosperity opportunities or abundance. How they conduct themselves. And it's gonna also affect how they work, their ability to work. So it kind of all goes hand in hand. Six of Pentacles, Justice, Two of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, King of Wands. We have a pair here, King and Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. Did we have the King of Cups? I know we had the King of Swords. We had the Knight of Cups twice. Okay, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay, Ace of Wands at the bottom. Interesting. Yeah, so they're kind of trying to get full off of life right now. Not necessarily wanting to commit to just one thing or one person. Okay. They're still, like, trying to figure out, I feel, who it is that they are. Six of Cups. Especially if they have kids. If they're young and they have kids and their kids are still young. It's like, this person is still young at heart. You know what I mean? So what are you supposed to do? We try to predict, like, the future for yourself. I mean, nobody knows the future. That's kind of why it's called living in the moment, and going with the flow. Okay, so let's pick these up. Let's pull some love cards and wrap the reading up. So excellent reading. Very nice. Not too shabby, I will say. Not too shabby. At least nothing alarming to me, no red flags. Looks pretty normal to me. Human nature. Alright, what deck do we want to use for the clarifying deck? We might use the karma cards to see what zodiac sign the person is coming towards you. Kind of to get some clarifiers, and then oh, my lips are chapped, so something about chapped lips may be significant. Okay, I need some chapstick. Unsaid feelings of love, so we'll get that too. So we'll get that first, actually, and then we'll get the karma cards to get some clarifiers for as far as zodiac signs and who this person is. people or persons or person on your mind. On here, what does the person on collective's mind want to say to collective? How are they feeling at the deepest level? Okay, I'm hearing the song. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. What was that? Alright, my worst fears are being brought forward. Power trap. So, this person's worst fears are being brought forward. So they're realizing something. This could either be about you, it could be about the situation, or it could be about your guys' love dynamic and how everything ties together. So something of that nature. Our connection still haunts me. Oh boy. I don't know if that's in a good way or bad way. I guess it could be a little bit of both. They want me shackled to this connection, so there could be interference. Third party. We might have to pull another deck. Okay. Get more energies on that. And I love being a tarot reader for you guys. Had to throw that out there. I love what I do. Alright, I'm afraid that this is your path and yours alone. Ouchie. That's that Three of Swords energy you guys were feeling. My heart is longing for you and only you. Definitely, I could sense that from your energy. And then I'm breaking myself free from this. Wait for me. I fall into their illusions. And then I wanted to say, I fall into pieces every time. I think that's a song. Fall into pieces every time. I'm not sure who sings it, but I am working on myself to be the person you deserve. Oh, yeah. And I never meant to hurt you with all the things I did. Now, again, this has to do with this tying into our connection still haunts me. They're kind of figuring some things out now. Alright, at the bottom we have, this was an instant fatal attraction. Alright, I want to get another love deck on that energy. How do I do that? I'll get the Naked Truth, Twin Flame Soulmate reading, and the messages from the mental realm. I don't like the name of that deck, but I gotta say the real name, the full name, in case you guys want to find this. This is on Etsy. Okay. It's like, I want to say maybe like 80 to 100 cards, 88 cards. It's a pretty fat deck. It's a good deck. Alright, personal and collector's mind that was feeling that this connection still haunts them. What else is going on in their energy? Truth is, I'm in love with you, and I have abandonment issues. I grew up in a single parent household. I had a rough childhood. That could be the devil energy too. Unresolved traumas, patterns, unresolved, you know, like unhealed things. Okay. I'm hearing, I'm flying out from the JKE airport. JKE airport now. So like somebody's getting ready to get on a plane and fly. I was getting a masculine, older masculine. Late, like 40s energy. 40s to 50s. Okay, it says addictions clouded my vision. I'm trying to get my life together. possibly 60s, because kind of gray hair. I miss your voice, your laugh, your humor, your touch. I'm in my feelings today. And I look at my phone every day, hoping I would see a message from you. I pretend like I don't care, but it's quite the opposite. My feelings for you are a little bit obsessive. Please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling you from an unknown number. And the grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I'm a fool. Alright, so it seems to me that this person really isn't over you, over this connection. And addictions or things in the past could have gotten in the way from this connection's full potential and clouded their judgment, clouded their vision. I didn't think you would walk away. I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. And that's what I was getting. This could have been too that procrastinating energy with the Knight of, not the Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't know. One of the cards. That procrastinating energy because, oh, Page of Pentacles in reverse. You know, because they didn't really know what they want. They're still kind of like you. They could be in that melancholy energy or sadness, heartbreak, Three of Swords. I mean, you both pulled that card. Trying to figure out what's worth fighting for and basically how the other person is feeling about you. I mean, that was the message from the beginning. Okay. And I'm sticking to it. Alright, general collective energies, messages from the person on collective's mind. What do they want to say? What else are they feeling? I didn't expect this to happen, and I never thought I could ever feel this way about someone again. Okay, so they didn't think that it was going to work out with anybody else. Obviously, past situation from before you and this person. Okay. Can we work this out? And I know I have lied to you, and I am truly sorry. J, Z, and D, first, middle, last initial. It is not easy to be around you, and there are people who don't agree with us being together. Okay, well, it's not their relationship, I guess. You could say, you know. And I have secrets you would not like. You know, if they don't, especially coming from if somebody doesn't know the full story of what really happened, because people can lie and twist words and make it appear like, you know, you were the bad guy or certain shit was your fault, when really it was just a lie that your ex-person told, you know what I mean? So that's what I feel with that energy. There are people who don't agree with us being together. And they don't know the half of the story, you know? Alright, I have secrets you would not like. Which I was going to just say, too, before I read that. I was just thinking that you probably know about, obviously, the past person probably knows about what, you know, because, again, they carried it on into the relationship with you, some of the, toxic, you know, like, traits and whatnot. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you and the past person didn't know about the secrets, you know what I mean? So I have secrets you would not like. You probably already know what the secrets are, you know what I mean? If it's something they've done before to who they were with, you know what I mean? It kind of just makes sense. That's common sense right there. How can someone like you love someone like me? Well, how big depends on what they're hiding, you know? To be an indicator of that card. Answer that question. I don't know if I could ever be who you need me to be. I am protecting you from myself. Oh, we've heard it all before, right? I don't want to embarrass myself in front of you. And I'm fighting my feelings for you. I'm a warrior. I fight. This is what I do. But sometimes I end up fighting my own heart. Battle is... Oh my god. So another battle card came out. Battle is all I know. It is hard for me to put down my sword and choose my heart instead. I don't want you to hold on to me. Please don't wait for me. I don't want to be like the rest. I know I'm different. I thought it would be over by now, but I somehow still feel the same about you. Your way of life is so different from what I know. You are too good to be true. I thought we were fine, but I guess I was wrong. I wish we could talk it out, and I never thought it would hurt that much. Let's see what's at the bottom. I'm terrified of rejection. It's not easy for me to explain how I feel. And the way I have treated you is wrong. Please don't put up with this behavior. Would you hear me out if I would try to explain myself? Please let me go. I need my space. I cannot give you what you need. I used to be a player, but somehow you changed that. Can you forgive me? Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments or hit the like button for your girl. Alright, sending love and light. Take care. Stay blessed. Peace now.